Hey, Steve Harrison here. With me is Dr. Ellen, the Midlife Whisperer. She's author of Rock Your Midlife. She's also has a radio show by that same name. Great to have you here.
Great to be here, Steve.
You know, I love the title of what you do, and I always love asking people, why do you do what you do?
Well, there are a couple of reasons. First of all, when you Google midlife, what comes up is crisis. So we think about midlife and we think about it's conjoined with crisis. It's a time of downhill slog. If you put it in thesaurus, what comes up is the wrong side of 40. And I'm here to say that is totally incorrect. The research really shows that we, do dip around midlife. There's a lot going on, but then you have an upswing where we're so happy and we have such a high level of well-being. So I really wanted to change the narrative, and I wanted to talk about pro-aging and how aging is amazing. It certainly beats the alternative, right? So really wanted to help women to feel good about themselves at midlife. And I, really started everything for three reasons. First of all, I wanted to share my story of how, yes, in my 40s, it was challenging. Young children, I was in a marriage that really wasn't working for me. I had a number of health crises and made a lot of shifts and changes. So I always love to share my story and how I turned things around. I have worked with hundreds of women at midlife at this point. And as a coach, I love to coach. You really only can reach a handful of people in your lifetime. And I really felt that the world needed a book, a how-to book, where anyone can start on any of the steps, or people can tune into my radio show, Rock Your Midlife, and really feel inspired that there's so much they can do to change. I really want to change the way that we view and perceive midlife and work our way through it.
Because the idea of midlife rocks, right? I mean, most people don't look at it that way. Why do you look at it that way?
Yeah, we think about sitting in a rocking chair, right? Because we know ourselves really well. We've made a lot of mistakes. We know what we like, what we don't like. And I think, it's a big wake-up call at midlife when you realize that there is less time in front of me than behind me. I'm running out of time. So I better get to that bucket list and start making changes in my life. It's a time where we also feel very stuck, because our brains are hardwired for fear. So when we think about change, the brains are like, whoa, uncertainty, don't do that. Yeah. And so I really help women understand the neuroscience of what they're going through and to even take baby steps to really transform themselves. But what I've realized too is that it's so much about an inside-out process. When you change your mindset, when you do things like a gratitude practice, a self-compassion practice, you start to love yourself, take care of your body, really work on more positive relationships, everything starts to shift. It doesn't happen overnight, but everybody who is at midlife and feeling like they're struggling, I'm here to say, yes, it is a time of health challenges, relationship challenges, financial challenges, all kinds of things. But you can take those challenges, use them like a chrysalis, and go from being a caterpillar to being a butterfly.
Wow. Well, thanks for joining me. I love the subtitle of your book about making your next chapter your best chapter. Really appreciate your being here.
Thank you.